Glad to be joined by Eagles cornerback special teamer Zech McPhearson, Special Teams Player of the Week in the NFC. Congratulations, first of all.
Thank you.
How's it feel?
It feels great, to get that honor, for the hard work that we all put in on special teams and, to get noticed for something like that. It's a complete honor. I feel good about it, yeah.
How do you find out about that award?
Well, honestly, I found out this morning through social media, and then followed up by a few texts from some of the media personnel here, and that's how I found out about it, yeah.
A reaction, just you feeling like, hey, everybody, you noticed me for something I did. I mean, I know it's a team thing, but to get some recognition individually has got to make you feel good, pump you up a little bit.
Definitely. It definitely gives, me a little bit more motivation, a little bit more fire, to keep it going and, double back and try to do it again.
Zach, it's so hard to, A, make it into the league,
Mm-hmm.
and then B, to stay in the league and get more and more playing time.
Right.
What are you finding out about the keys to success in the NFL?
Well, for me, a person like me, besides like learning from the older guys like Slay on the defensive side of the ball, is executing my role on special teams. And, that's how you stick around a long time in this league. A lot of great players, they establish themselves on special teams first. And, that's my goal is, get the job done on special teams. And then when my name's called on the defensive side, be ready for it.
I've found through the years that there are some guys who they've been stars their whole life and they just can't wrap their arms around special teams.
Right.
What was it like for you to kind of know that that's how you have to cut your teeth early in your career?
Right. Since college, I had some great special team coaches in college. And then coming to the league, you just get to understand that special team can win or lose you the game. The most important aspect of the game. And, if you don't take that seriously, it can cost you in the long run. Hence this past game, some things that happened on special teams that gave us a competitive advantage.
All right, let's talk about a couple of those things. Third quarter, they're lining up to kick off. I know that you had an incident in college, experience where you kind of get your body exposed and got popped against, I guess it was Texas, right?
Yeah.
So what goes through the mind? You guys, are you on alert that they could possibly, even that early in the game, be kicking an onside kick?
Yeah, like with Coach Clay and Coach Tyler, they gave us, all the insight on their special teams coordinator. And, we had the heads up and antennas on all week that, this team, they do a lot of tricks and stuff. So we were just staying ready, had our alerts on, running out on every special teams unit and, being ready for something. And, ran out there and you kind of just get an urge that something might be up. So I just did what I was taught, watched the ball kicked, and sure enough, it popped right to me.
And easy catch, curl up, no hit.
Yeah, it was easy catch, curl, no hit, but for sure that ball was in the air a long time for what it seemed like when you're just staring at it, hoping it fall quicker. So,
Zach, that wasn't the only contribution you made to special teams tackles. I mean, I'm not sure people really appreciate how difficult it is on special teams, the hand-to-hand combat as a gunner, as you're running down the field, head on a swivel. There's a lot of stuff that goes on, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a whole bunch of stuff that goes on. First thing is, beat the man in front of you, and sometimes you have two people in front of you. And, you got to run down full speed. Hopefully you can beat the punt down there. If not, you definitely got to be ready to make an open field tackle. It's a pretty tough job, but the coaches here, they do a great job of teaching us, how to be successful at that.
I think Khalif Raymond averaged something like 5 yards per return on 3 returns. That's great coverage. You guys really feel he did a great job in punt coverage?
Oh, heck yeah. Aaron did a great job punting the ball. The coverage unit, we did a great job getting downfield and put some pressure on the returner, putting us in good position to make plays.
Is it more physical on special teams than it is at the line of scrimmage?
I would say it's about equal. Each has its pros and cons, but special teams definitely is a physical side of the ball for sure.
How do you feel about the progress you're making as a cornerback?
As corner, I feel great. Last year, I had a lot of vets that I learned from. Slay, Steve Nelson, even the back end, Rodney, Anthony Harris. But this year I got some more new veterans out there, James, and just learning from those guys and being a sponge, I feel like it's really helping my game. I feel like I can go out there in any situation and execute at a high level. And, learning from great coaches like Denard, DK, Coach Gannon, they prep me to the fullest, and I'm ready for whenever my name is called.
It's so difficult, Zach, covering these receivers in the open field, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
You are such, not a disadvantage because, let's be honest, defensive players are better athletes than offensive players. But the game is built for scores and points and big plays, and you guys really don't have, it's a very tough assignment.
Yeah.
So what are you learning? Is it technique that you're learning? Is it, I mean, physically, I feel like you're there, right? You feel that.
Yeah.
Now it's all just about really refining your technique.
Yeah, refining the technique, focusing on the details, because the littlest things can get you beat out there. And when you get beat out there, it can cost the defense and cost the team. And so that's one thing I've just been focusing on since I got to this organization, is just focusing on the details and being the best me I can be, because on that island, it gets lonely out there, but you got to be on your A game every time you're out there.
What's Slay's mentality? He seems to be a guy who shrugs off anything that happens, that may not go his way. He kind of just seems to shrug it off right away.
Right. Slay's mentality, one thing I learned from him, every time he step on the field, he don't think, but he know he the best dude on that field. And that's something I learned from him. And, that explains his game, why he's so talented and why he's so successful in this league. And, that's just the mentality every cornerback should have, because it's a tough position, but you got to have a competitive edge to yourself.
Yeah, because you think you're the best,
right.
and the guy across from you also thinks that he's the best.
Right, yeah.
What do you know about, have you gotten into Minnesota yet? Deep? I know it's early in the week here.
Yes, early in the week. We got into it today. I watched some film on my own time, special teams and defensive side. Yeah, it's going to be some good competition out there, but we're ready for it. This whole team is.
They got Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen. I mean, they are as good skill position-wise at wide receiver, I would say, along with the Eagles. I think like both of these teams are very similar. Mm-hmm. So maybe practicing against AJ and Devontae and Quez and Pascal and Jalen Reagor, who is here, like that must really feel like you are prepared for what's ahead.
Yeah, definitely. Just going against them, been going against them since OTAs. That definitely has prepared us for any competition throughout this league, because, the guys we got on the offensive side of the ball, receiver, they're the best of the best in this league. So just going against them every day, it definitely preps you for anybody.
So, Zach, when you win NFC Special Teams Player of the Week, do you get anything? Like, do you know if you get a plaque or like a certificate or like a trophy or like what do you get?
From what I heard you get like a little plaque, and I'm excited to get that, hang it up on the wall, and that motivated me to get another one, and get another one to my parents or something like that.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. So that's the thing, because again, it is a team sport, but it is nice to be recognized by the league.
Definitely. It's
awesome.
a big thing for sure.
Cool, man. Congratulations again.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And thanks for joining me.
Yeah, for sure.
Zech McPhearson here on the Eagles Insider Podcast.